Why, hello there, valued visitor. I'm so glad that you stopped by here on today, here on my Facebook channel page to listen to this information that I'm going to share with you today. This is the first in a series of videos that I told you was coming about marketing and branding and how it's done. I want to get even more specific about it and really deal with some areas and some tips and strategies to help or assist you as you are out here marketing in the marketplace. Now, I'm probably not going to make any friends doing it because, I may step on a toe or two. I'm not striving to do that, but I just want to tell you the truth as I've experienced it over the years and have, years of experience doing this. I want to make sure that you know the truth about what is working and what is not working effectively. And it doesn't get you in trouble with the FCC, etc. So anyhow, I believe in new/old school marketing. Okay, I believe that there are just some methods that you can use and employ that will help you be effective in your marketing and your branding of yourself. Now, what I want to do in this first video is talk briefly about this, and that is, I call it the right and wrong way to market and brand yourself. Now, I've used some of these methods, and so that's why I can speak on them, because I know for a fact and from experience that they just don't work in the long run. That's just how it is. Now, here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about some of the different tools that I use. Phonebroadcasting, I did that for a good while, okay, and I also did the ringless technology. I did that, and now we have the rise of some of these other technologies that basically is, I call it proximity marketing. You walk into an area and all of a sudden your information is just spread out to everybody. Just everybody gets hit with your information. Well, real quickly, the problem that you're going to have with these kind of technologies, and what I've discovered is they're intruding on people in their environment where they feel comfortable, whether it be home, their cell phone, or what have you. And some people are still billed when they get text or anything like that. So even the texting, I never really got into that deeply because I just kind of knew that there were some people who were still having to pay money if they get these texts in, and they're not happy about that. So here's what I mean when I say what I'm saying. People don't like to be sold. They don't like to be sold. And I can prove that to you. With these different technologies that I've mentioned right now, they're all marketing to people who may or may not want to know what you're talking about. Okay? And some are quite irate and they get angry. Okay? Because you're forcing them to look at something that they may or may not want to look at. Now, here's the proof of that. You and I both know when we go into a retail store, clothing store, or when you go to the car dealership and you're looking at a car and you're walking around and somebody comes to you and says, "Sir or ma'am, can I help you?" What do we say? "No, I'm just browsing. If I need some help, I'll call you." Okay? Or you'll just say, "No, I'm browsing." Translation: I want to be left alone so that I can look at what is here. If I like what I see, then I will call you to ask you a question about it. Does that make sense? Of course. So in marketing, it's the same way. People don't want to be sold. They want to pick or choose whatever it is that they see. So in reality, in this video, real quickly, what I want to share with you is this. The best way I found to market is this, and this is where the old school comes in. Old school is just marketing, getting out there marketing, but there's some new school ways that you can market and put your information in front of people, and that's what I'm talking about now. Put your information out there in front of folks where they can see it. What's beautiful about it is they are in control because they can either accept it or reject it. So in other words, when you put your information out there, maybe in a social media format, okay, or just a regular ad or paid ad, what's beautiful is people see that ad, and if they don't like it, guess what? They keep walking, or they go on and they don't paying attention to it, okay? But if they do like it, guess what they do? They pick up the phone, they call you, or they go to the website, or whatever you have prescribed for them to do. So that's why it works. So the key that you want to do is not just market. You want to market to your target niche. Hit your target niche, and we'll do some videos on that too, about how that's done. But in this video, I just wanted to talk about the idea of this new and old school marketing and what strategies are working and what strategies are turning people off. So if you're using some of these strategies, just understand that people are not going to be too happy with you. Okay, and what happens is when people start getting frustrated, they complain to the powers that be, and that's where the laws come in. And then from there, that's when they either put a bunch of restrictions on you with these particular forms of marketing, or they just cut them off altogether and they stop completely. Okay, so I just wanted to briefly share, and I'm going to stop here because I'll go on and on, but I just kind of wanted to touch on some things here today about marketing and people, what they really like. They just want to look at it, see it, and know what it is, and either accept it or reject it. Okay, but when you force it on them, they're not going to like it. And that's what these methods that I mentioned earlier are doing. So any questions about what I've said, feel free to ask me. If there's something that you'd like me to deal with in terms of marketing, let me know that too, and I will deal with that as well. But I have several videos that we're going to be covering here in this little series here on my Facebook page, dealing with branding and lead generation strategies. I hope this was helpful for you today. Take care, God bless you, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.